All right, let's get right into this build for today. So a few weeks ago, I don't know if it was a few weeks or several weeks, but I made a Bam Adebayo video. It had 94 block, 91 steal, and the build was kind of centered around that. This build is very similar to that, but it's a little bit different. This is more of a perimeter version of that build. So let's get right into it. So we're going to be 6'7", 246 pounds, 7'4" wingspan. This is the fastest you can be. This is the longest wingspan you can have, and this is probably the heaviest that I would go with this build, all right? Let's do our... oh, that's not the build. Let's do our physicals first. So we're going to have an 84 speed, 74 excel. Like I said before, this is going to be headlined with a 95 strength. Stamina, you're going to max all the way. And then vertical, we're going to put at an 80. All right, so now when we are upgrading the attributes and finishing and all that stuff, you'll see, you know, what everything's at. But we're making this build centered around the 95 strength, all right? Let's do the irrelevant stuff out of the way first. So let's do pass. Pass is going to be a 75. If you watched my last video from yesterday, same idea with this build video, all right? This build for my team in Pro-Am right now is the lock, all right? There's either a 99 perimeter, 99 steal lock on our team, or a 95 strength lock on our team. Okay, we do not run these two builds at the same time. I honestly wish we could. The 95 strength is broken. Offensively, you're not going to really do anything. So that's why we have only just a 75 pass. This is not a guy that is going to be getting the ball a ton. He's going to be in the corner. He's going to be relaxing, chilling, and looking pretty in there. All right, next. You have your 55 driving dunk. We're going to keep that there. That's for Klay Thompson. That's for rim grazers. That's plenty for backdoors. Personally, from my video from 2 days ago, 65 dunk is really good. I think 65 is the best bang for your buck. I've never really used 55, but from what I've heard or what I've seen in the comments on my videos, 55 is Klay Thompson as well, and I've used that before in past 2Ks. I don't mind it now. We're going to put the standing dunk at an 83. I really think that meter dunking is pretty easy. I flick down the right stick twice, so I flick once, keep it down after that one flick, and then it's easier for me to time that way. Standing dunk, I'm not great at standing dunk metering. I can't say that I've done it a lot. I've done it maybe twice, but I only have one build that can really do a standing dunk. This is my buddy's build, and he doesn't even really do standing dunks that well, but we put an 83 standing dunk just because for those of you that do know how to meter, that do know how to make the most of your standing dunk, it's so cheap on a build like this. So we're able to get it to a point where we can get fast twitch and rise up and precision dunker all on silver, all really good badges for finishing. Shooting, it's going to be very similar to what we did yesterday, or 2 days ago, excuse me. We're going to do a 77-3 right here and an 82 midi. The 82, if you've watched my video 2 days ago, 84 you get better badges, but 82, you know, if you want to save attribute points for other areas, this is definitely the way to go. 82 catch and shoot, it's a very good badge. Highly recommend if you're a guy that likes to sit corner for your team or has to sit corner for your team. This is the build for you. I think catch and shoot gold is perfect. Now let's get into the part of the build that makes the build fantastic. This is a lock build that can literally do everything. He can probably guard a 5, he can guard the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1. This build can guard everything. Your 95 strength down here is going to make up for a lot of the things on defense that don't look very good. So for instance, we're 6'7" power forward and we still only have a 72 interior. This is a Pro-Am build. 72 perimeter, or excuse me, interior. In my opinion, is plenty. I really don't think you need to go above this at the 4. Your 95 strength, or whatever your strength attribute is at, is going to help a lot with bumps. Interior will be more so if you get stuck in the dead zone in the paint, but I think 72 interior will be plenty considering that you're not going to be down there a whole lot, and we need it for our block down the road. This is when the build, starts to get pretty disgusting. 94 perimeter, all right. 94, if you watch my video from 2 days ago, I'm going to keep referring to that because it's the same kind of build, same dimensions and all that good stuff. Look how many Hall of Fame badges you get at 94. Challenger, ankle braces, and Workhorse. I don't think you need to go above 94, if I'm going to be honest. If you can do it, I don't see why you won't. But if you don't want to and you want to save attribute points for other stuff, you might as well do this. It's the same thing with shooting. I think 84 mid is better, but if you feel comfortable with 82, by all means do 82. 94 perimeter. All right. Steel, we're going to put it at a 95. We really want that interceptor on Hall of Fame. I made a Tyrese two-way Halliburton build in my first video ever. And in that video, I made a guard with 95 steel. I haven't used that build in quite a while, but from what I remember, Interceptor Hall of Fame is very, very, very good. And obviously, glove and right stick Ripper Gold is very good as well. Really like that steel right there. You get a lot of steals out of the air with that. Your block is going to be at an 87. I think 87, if we're talking about elite number of blocks for your attribute to be at, 87 is the lowest tier for the elite blocks. So what do I mean by that? I mean that 87 block, between 87 and maybe 90 block, you're not going to notice a huge difference, in my opinion. I think 87 is the lowest tier for elite block. Same thing with 3. Like, I think 85-3 is elite if you know what you're doing. 85-3 is elite. It's the same view that I have with block. 87 block is really good. All right. Now, this is a lock build, but sometimes we have a lock on our build that has or on our team that has 94 perimeter with a 91 steal. So we'll move this guy to the corner so that he can get boards for us. So we're going to put our defensive rebound at a 92. So when you put the defensive rebound down here to a 92, you're going to get all that good stuff right there. Gold, 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 pogo, gold rebound chaser, gold box out beast. Obviously, you should probably get up to a 93 here. You can probably do that. Probably lower that one, and we'll probably even lower the dunk one, and then you can get the 93 rebound. Put the rest on free throw just in case you need to hit free throws. And this is what the build looks like. Your defense is elite. All right, in large part, if you just saw this defense, you'd be like, wow, that's really good. Plus, you have the 95 strength. I think 95 strength is really good. I think 90 is very elite. If you think 90 is really good, 95 is better. If you have the attribute points to get up to 95 strength, you might as well. You could go down to 90 and save attributes and put it everywhere else. But for me personally, I don't see a reason why you would make a build and not be elite in a category, whether it be strength, defense, or whatever it takes to help that specific area, whether it's finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense. We knew that we wanted to make this build have elite defense. 95 strength only helps with that. All right, so this is what the build looks like. I think it's really good, really nasty. It can guard literally everyone in the game. It can guard every position on the court. I would say this is kind of like a Draymond and Scotty Barnes kind of build. All right, a two-way mid-range threat. I'm a huge fan of this build. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Obviously, I think there's a couple things that might stick out, like 95 strength. Maybe you can lower the steal to a 91. This is just the way that I would do it. All right. I don't think there's a better way for me to make this build for me. So this is what I would do. Again, this is the lockdown build that we're using right now in Pro-Am. So if you want to play with us in Pro-Am, please comment below. You could be featured in a video. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? So put your either your PSN or your Xbox gamer tag in the comment section. I appreciate the support recently. We're almost at 300 subscribers, which I've really only been doing this for a month, so I really appreciate that. Go ahead and subscribe so we can hit that 300. I appreciate the support as always, and thank you.